Suddenly, my daughter decided to distance herself from me, and I don't know why. Did I do something wrong without realizing it? Or is there something deeper behind this? Find out now! I never imagined that my own daughter would want to cut ties with me. I always thought our relationship was good, or at least normal. Sure, we had our disagreements over the years, like any family, but nothing that seemed serious enough for her to make such an extreme decision. At first, I tried to ignore the signs. She started replying to my messages less frequently. When I called, she either didn't answer or kept the conversation short and distant. At first, I thought she was just busy, but over time, I realized this had been happening for months. So one day, I sent her a message, asking directly, "Is everything okay between us? I feel like something has changed." Her response was brief, but sharp. "I think we need some time apart." My heart sank. Time apart? What did that even mean? What had I done to deserve this? That was the moment I realized something was very wrong. That message wouldn't leave my mind. "We need some time apart." Those words weighed heavily on me. What had I done that was so terrible my own daughter didn't want to talk to me anymore? For the next few days, I tried to stay calm and respect her space, but at the same time, I wondered if I should push harder to understand what was going on. Deep down, I knew this wasn't just a phase. I reached out to some family members, hoping for a clue. My sister, who had always been close to my daughter, told me she seemed distant from everyone, not just me. That gave me a small sense of relief. Maybe it wasn't personal, but it also left me even more confused. Was she going through something serious and didn't want to talk about it? Should I insist on knowing, or should I respect her decision and wait for her to reach out? The doubt consumed me. I replayed all our recent conversations in my mind, trying to find a mistake, something I had said or done that hurt her without me realizing, but nothing stood out. That's when I decided to take action. I knew I couldn't force her to talk to me, but I also couldn't sit back and do nothing. I needed to try one last time before accepting this distance without an explanation. I sent her a simple message, hoping to show that I was there for her. "I don't want to invade your space, but I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I care about you, and I just want to understand what's going on." "This time," she replied, but her answer was cold and direct. "Now is not a good time. Please respect that I need this space." That hurt more than I expected. I always thought that no matter what, we could talk. But now, I felt like a stranger in my own daughter's life. I thought about insisting, asking her to at least explain why. But something inside me told me that if I kept pushing, I might drive her even further away. So, against all my instincts, I decided to wait. Time passed. Days turned into weeks. The pain of not knowing what was going on started turning into something worse. A feeling of helplessness. Until one day, I got an unexpected message. After weeks of silence, my phone vibrated with a notification. It was a message from her. My heart raced. "Can we talk?" Without hesitation, I replied, "Of course, whenever you're ready." A few minutes later, my phone rang. It was her. Her voice sounded hesitant, almost fragile. I could barely breathe as I waited for her to speak. "Dad, I need to be honest with you." There was a long pause, like she was gathering the courage to continue. "I needed to distance myself because, for a long time, I felt like you never really listened to me." I stayed silent, trying to understand what she meant. "I always tried to make you proud. I wanted you to see me as someone strong and capable. But every time I tried to talk about how I felt or about my decisions, you would give me advice like you already had all the answers. I know you meant well, but sometimes I just wanted to be heard without feeling like I was wrong all the time. I wanted to say something, to defend myself, to tell her that I never meant to make her feel that way. But at that moment, I realized that any justification would only prove her point. So, I just listened. I needed this time to understand if I could be myself without feeling the weight of your expectations. It doesn't mean I don't love you, but I needed to find out who I am without feeling like everything I do is being judged or corrected. Each word hit me like a silent blow, not because I thought she was wrong, but because I had never seen my influence on her this way before. That's when I realized maybe I hadn't lost my daughter. Maybe I had just lost the version of her that felt she needed my approval for everything. I took a deep breath, and for the first time, instead of answering with explanations or justifications, I simply said, "I understand. I'm sorry I never saw this before." On the other end of the line, there was silence, then a relieved sigh. And in that moment, I knew that despite everything, there might still be hope for us. That conversation didn't fix everything overnight, but it opened a door that had been locked. For the first time, I truly listened to my daughter without trying to fix her or give her solutions. In the days that followed, I thought a lot about what she had said. As parents, we want to protect our children, guide them, prepare them for life. But sometimes, in trying to help, we forget that they don't just want advice. They want to be seen, understood, and accepted as they are. I didn't know exactly how to repair our relationship, but I knew I was willing to learn. And this time, instead of forcing my way in, I would let her set the pace. There's still a long road ahead, but at least now, I understand where it all started to break. And that's the first step toward change. What would you do in my place? Would you insist on keeping in touch, or would you respect the decision to distance yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Don't forget to subscribe to ReactStories for more emotional stories like this. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and share this video with someone who might relate to this experience. See you in the next story.